to be interesting to put this in perspective, right? Let's look at Kyrie Irving's last 7-8 seasons in the NBA. Let's put everything in perspective. LeBron James decides to return to Cleveland. He's coming home in 2014. Cavs 2015 NBA Finals against the Golden State Warriors. Kyrie Irving injures his kneecap in Game 1. The Cavs go on to lose in 6. I am a person who believes if LeBron had a healthy Kyrie Irving, meaning Kevin Love was out, but I believe with just LeBron and Kyrie, they would have beat the Golden State Warriors probably in 6 games, by the way. Not even would have won a 7th game. Kyrie Irving's get injured. Injuries are part of the game. Injures his kneecap. Cavs lose. Following year, we go back to the NBA Finals. Let's do this thing again. Let's dance again. Cavs and Warriors. Kyrie Irving, to me, that's the best basketball he ever played. You get a focused Kyrie. Guys, he had, at that time, I believe, he had Kobe Bryant really in his corner. You get the best version of Kyrie. Him and LeBron go off. They come back from 3-1. They win an NBA championship. Okay, so it's like 1-1 here. You got not so great Kyrie in the finals. Injury. First time around. Second year, you get a healthy Kyrie, focused Kyrie. You win a championship, all right? Let's keep this train rolling. The 2016-2017 season. Here's what we know, because there have been many reports out in the atmosphere. Kyrie Irving wasn't happy in the 2017 playoffs. That's what we know. He stopped talking to his teammates at some point in that playoffs. Even though the Cavs were able to get to the finals, something was off, and they got their butts kicked by Kevin Durant his first year in Golden State and the Warriors. Nothing's wrong with losing to Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors, but they got their butts kicked. So that's 2017 playoffs. That's how it ended for the Cavs. We obviously know after that, Kyrie Irving, after saying he wanted to be in Cleveland long term, and if they would, he ends up demanding a trade, and he ends up in Boston. So to the 2018 playoffs. After a great regular season with the Celtics, Kyrie Irving gets injured. Celtics still advance to the Eastern Conference Finals against Irving's former team, LeBron, and the Cavs, and the Celtics losing 7 games. Not the fact that Kyrie Irving was injured once again. The fact that man didn't even sit on the bench for Game 7 of that series in the Eastern Conference Finals. Apparently, he was having dental surgery. Not making this up. 2019 rolls around. Playoffs. That season, remember, that was the season in which Kyrie Irving at the pep rally said, I want to be in Boston long term if you will have me. 2019 playoffs. The Celtics get their butts kicked by the Milwaukee Bucks. And again, we hear reports similar to the 2017 playoff run that Kyrie Irving is not on page with his now Boston Celtics teammates, which were young guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. By the way, the Celtics haven't been the same since. Okay, let's go to the 2019-2020 season. The Brooklyn Nets don't make the playoffs after Kyrie Irving jump ship from Boston to go to Brooklyn. They don't make the playoffs. Obviously, KD is injured. You give him a little bit of a pass there. Kyrie Irving comes to that team to be the replacement point guard following the D'Angelo Russell era. He comes on that team, balls out the first month of the season. Then he gets injured, and he comes back from injury. Remember that game in Philly where he just started dissing some of his Brooklyn Nets teammates? He was like, yeah, next year some of these guys won't be around. That's what he said. Okay, last season. Let's go to the 2020-2021 NBA season. Let's go to that postseason run in which Kyrie Irving wasn't available for his team. He got injured again. And he was playing hard, too. He was balling against the Bucks. Unfortunately, his body gave out on him again. Keep in mind, that's the same season in which Kyrie Irving left the team because, of the riot in January of the Capitol with the government, a government that he doesn't trust. Also, keep in mind that after that, Kevin Durant got hurt. The Nets ended up getting James Harden in there somewhere. Kyrie Irving wasn't available for his team again to end the season. So to me, the way I look at it, essentially, the 1 year that Kyrie Irving was available for his team physically and mentally, he won a championship. We already know what this dude can do on the court. He's incredible. To me, one of the greatest finishers at the rim at the point guard position we've ever seen. His dribbling package, I think he's the best dribbler of all time. He's up there for sure. When Kyrie Irving is physically and mentally engaged, he's one of the all-time greats. He will not be looked at as one of the all-time greats because less than 15% of his career, to me, has he been physically and mentally engaged. That's where we're at with it. That is the reality of Kyrie Irving. You go do the research your own on those few years that I just summarized. That is that's Kyrie Irving's pretty much his last decade in the NBA. It has been injury after injury, mental. It has been a lot, man, with Kyrie Irving.